Hello and welcome to Tales from the Table Studios. During our special line of productions for Drake Lionheart's Mutual Aid Fund, tonight I, Jack Kellum, Jack the Giant Killer, present with the aid of these wonderful performers Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition, St. Louis Blood Hunt. We will begin by letting our players introduce themselves, and then I will be sure to let you know how you can affect the ongoing stream. X, we'll start off with you, sir.
Hello, everybody. I'm X Dell. Pronouns he, him. Today I'll be playing Landon Hunt. Also he, him. Super excited to get going.
Excellent. All right. Slay.
Hi, I'm Slay. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing River Banks, whose pronouns are they, she.
Very good. And Shriek.
I'm playing as Slinger, he, him, and I'm an enforcer. Ex-enforcer, I guess.
Yeah, used to
the
be.
moment.
Not so much any of the more. All right. And last but not least, the inimitable, the unbelievable Drake Lionheart.
Oh, stop. Hey, y'all. It's Drake Lionheart. Most people call me Lion. I use they, he pronouns. Tonight, I will be playing Alphonse Wolf. Pronouns they, them, he, him. Usually depends on how they're feeling that day.
The camera pans across the wide Missouri River. It's midnight. A full moon hangs lambent in the sky above the city of St. Louis. We are watching a very dramatic thing as the Prince of St. Louis, the vampiric Prince of St. Louis, one René Auguste Chouteau, has managed to secure the entire area around the St. Louis Arch from prying mortal eyes so that he can hold a public trial and lay down his sentence on 4 wrongdoers. Now, these wrongdoers are apparently the characters being played by these wonderful players, and in order to help these players get their characters to safety, or whatever it is they try to do, you can spend $10 to get them an extra point of willpower that they can use to re-roll failures and resist mental domination and that sort of thing. For $20, you can make it harder on them by giving that same point of willpower to one of the bad guys. For $30, you can simply throw a wrench in their works and make things just harder on the player characters. You choose to do that, I will come up with an in-story way to make their life, unlife, much more difficult. These 4 stand in the center of the wide plaza surrounding the St. Louis Arch. On the other side of the arch, quite a distance from it, but still relatively near the Missouri River, standing directly underneath the arch on a stage that he has procured for this very purpose, is a tall, dignified-looking man. For those who have seen The Matrix, think of the Merovingian. That is what René Auguste Chouteau looks like. in his double-breasted suit, but he also has a slightly overlarge walking cane in his left hand. And he points at each of our assembled kindred in the circle before him. There are many kindred surrounding the circle. You know that there are snipers on the rooftops, that they are prepared for whatever might occur here. But he points in turn to each of those about to be judged. First, he points at Landon. And he says, "You have come against me. You have tried to be a traitor. You have tried to have me killed so you could take my place. Because perhaps I harmed your sire. That is my right. I am the prince. You are under the blood hunt. Don't go anywhere until I say otherwise." And Landon, what do you look like?
Landon is a rather tall. He stands about 6'2". Long, long arms, long legs, really, and sort of there's a sleeper build under there that you can't quite see at the moment. But he has on a three-piece, all white suit, but the lapels on his jacket are dark blue. And you can see the sort of chain of a pocket watch in between that sits inside of his vest, looking very fabulous. This is clearly designer stuff. And he sort of just looks the prince up and down. His eyes are brown. Oh, I'm going to get you good.
Many have believed that before. And he then points to River. Riverbanks, you attacked one of my very own children. You left them beaten and in torpor. You are guilty of treason, and you are under the blood hunt. River, what do you look like?
River is a femme presenting, about 6 foot, body type, kind of like Iman Khalif, if you've seen the Olympics. They are wearing fingerless fighting gloves that are pink, uh, an open, oversized plaid shirt, kind of like this, with a black binder underneath. Jeans, old steel toe work boots with the steel toes showing, and a whalebone necklace with a ring attached to it. And River just looked at him and he's like, "Look, it was a job. I got paid. Do you want a name?"
We already have the name. That is for another time. Tonight, you will be hunted." Then he turns and points that oversized walking stick with its massive silver head at Slinger. "And you, Slinger, you killed someone you were not authorized to kill. You were one of my enforcers. You were a deputy to our good sheriff." And he points to the large, muscular, extremely hairy, femme-presenting person about 12 feet behind you. "Matilda was most upset. And so you are under the blood hunt." What does Slinger look like? Shriek, what does Slinger look like?
Oh, sorry. So think Agent Smith from the Matrix, kind of G-man look, very, very looks like a businessman, I guess you could say. Um, much more powerful than he looks. Obviously, he looks kind of like an average dude, but very well put together G-man. Yeah,
All right,
I'd say that.
cool. Is the suit gray or is it black?
I would say it's black since it'd be easier to clean blood out of it.
Good reasoning. If you'd said black because it shows up less at night, you'd be wrong. Dark
Yes.
blue and dark gray are actually better for hiding in the dark. A little bit of science for you, everybody. All right, and then he turns and he points at the one remaining in the center. And you. I can barely bring myself to speak to you. I will not speak your name. You're a vile creature. You are convicted, found guilty of repeated diablerie. You have slain kindred of this city and eaten their souls. What do they look like?
Well, that's a good question. The answer's not always the same, but in this moment, Alphonse is standing there in a perfectly bespoke, well-tailored, form-fitting navy pinstripe suit with a red double-knotted tie that is perfectly pinned under the second button of a white button down, with the barest bit of a blood-red pocket chiff sort of peeking out from over the gray fur that he wears, draped over his shoulders. There are these perfect, reflective black dress shoes. And currently, he is shock white, very pale, as one would expect, with what seems to be almost like a unnerving beauty, almost a perfect symmetry of his face. Platinum blonde hair that seems to move perfectly as he turns his head. There's no bounce to it exactly, but it is somehow both voluminous and tight at the same time. His cheeks are sort of the closest they can get to being carved from marble, perfectly slanted down towards this almost sharp but not overly sharpened chin. And at the moment, they are looking down at their own pocket watch. And they snap it shut and they tuck it under the fur, and they look up with almost a bored expression, and they go, "My prince, you may choose not to speak my name now, but by demanding this hunt, by choosing to hold me accountable before the night is over, you'll be screaming it." And then there's a wide smile, and as it curves up, the cheeks sort of crack open to reveal more teeth, going all the way up to either side of his ear. And then above on his forehead and below under his eyes slits open with two more sets of blackened eyes that just sort of peer back at him. Sorry. Apologies. Moving on.
That was so cool.
He sneers and nods. You each have your champions. You have those who spoke in favor of letting you go. And so, a little wager. I shall let loose the hounds. But if you can escape them, if you can escape the city, I will lift the sentence if you escape the city before sunrise. and I will give you a 5-minute head start. Is that not magnanimous of me?
River, kind of ignoring this guy a little bit, just looks at the other people being blood hunted and be like, and then looks at himself and just like, I feel underdressed.
As you're trying to ignore him, he then straightens his back, tilts his head over slightly, and says, "You should be, at the very least, more respectful here at the end of your lives." In order to be even vaguely disrespectful of him now, you need to roll composure plus resolve as he activates the discipline Majesty.
Good one.
Ooh, a big one right off the bat.
I don't think River was trying to be disrespectful, so I'm gonna say River's not gonna roll.
But you were trying to ignore him, which is disrespectful.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that
That
for
makes sense.
everyone or
Say-
specifically for River? Just so I'm aware.
That's for everyone. If
Okay,
you
cool.
wish to
Yeah.
do anything disrespectful or continue
Mhm.
to be scornful, which is perfectly reasonable, don't misunderstand me. But he doesn't
What
think so.
is
I think
what is the
River.
roll again?
I think River will go.
Resolve plus composure.
I think River will go from looking at the others to like snap attention to that guy, like just to the prince.
That's not super surprising, as he just activated Majesty.
Yeah. I know River's pool. They can't beat that.
Gosh. Well, yeah. I did pretty good for my dice pool. It's fine. 3 successes for me.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we rolling in? Composure and
Resolve.
Resolve.
resolve?
Yep. So at this point, Landon is unable to resist him.
This is just gonna feel bad. Excellent.
Let's see what we get.
I was
All right.
going to do something totally
So far,
disrespectful to
Landon,
him, so that-
Alphonse, none of you have succeeded. So for the rest of the scene, even if you had succeeded, you would only get a single round of action
Mhm.
per success over his. So for the rest of the scene, you will simply not oppose him in any way, which is fine because the scene's about to be over. As he raises himself up and does the Gandalf or Galadriel transformation and suddenly is the most terrifying and impressive thing anyone here has ever seen, and points and says, "Rotten."
There is the most bitter, jealous, muted look on Alphonse's face at this. Because clearly no one should ever be more intimidating or imposing or beautiful than Alphonse, and this is bullshit.
When he says run, River just turns and starts jogging.
There's also a pretty pissed off look on Landon's face because he does not like being told what to do, but he can't do anything about it right now. And I turn,
Yeah, Slinger's eyes kind of just
I saunter.
widen a bit.
So is everyone fleeing? Are you fleeing? And are you fleeing together? And where are you
Yeah.
trying to go?
River's a gangrel, so River works best in a pack. So River is going where everyone else is going, and River's like, I have it. I have my RV. It should be near here. We can get in there, and we'll be like, it's slightly armored. I think. I don't remember. They might have taken it off by now.
An RV. RV.
Slinger and River have worked together before, so
Yeah.
he's quick to follow up her
Okay.
in a
So
brisk
River's
jog.
leading you toward
I'm
where
assuming
they
she's kind of
left
running,
their RV,
jog running,
and
not too fast.
you're running after them. Landon and Alphonse, where are you headed?
Might as well. And follow after, again, sauntering.
So as Alphonse moves, he does not run or jog or saunter. They do not in any way take action to move quickly, but somehow they do still seem to be moving faster than one would expect from the pace that they are setting. And though there is a very clear look of disdain upon their face, he is going towards the RV.
You got a vehicle? No? Then shut up.
As you are heading that way, it looks like many of you you can look back over your shoulder and you can see that the prince quirks his eyebrow up slightly at the various interpretations of run, but he seems to be willing to allow it for now. As you move toward the RV, which was parked in front of an abandoned skyscraper downtown, the AT&T building downtown, one of the tallest skyscrapers in St. Louis. But as you come, and that's not far at all from the arch, right? Maybe 2 minutes out of those 3 minutes, out of those 5 minutes, so 3 minutes left, you come into view of the RV, which has been stripped to the frame. The tires are a good 15 feet on either side of it. The rims have been taken off. It is sitting on the axles on the ground. The walls have been stripped bare. There is a spray painted sign on it saying, "Really?" question mark.
So
What was that about having a car?
And River just like looks at their RV. This
Yeah,
which
Slinger
has been
kind of just kicks the side of it.
which has been their home for a long time, and they're just like, though you have chosen death.
Alphonse is going to sort of step up next to River and begin to go to put their hand on River's shoulder and then sort of stop. Well, if it makes you feel any better. No, I don't have anything for you. We should keep
That's
moving.
fair. Yeah, we need to go. But I am gonna kill someone over this. Someone's gonna get a throat ripped.
Kill all of them. I do hope. And Alphonse is going to stop and make this very dramatic sweeping motion as they turn back to look at the rest of the group. That we're all on the same page here. We are only running to find an opening to come back. Yes?
I never planned
I
to
was
leave
a
the city in
rich-
the first place.
So you
I
are
was-
just... Go ahead.
I was originally going to run, but if you guys want to like attack someone, I'm down with that. I'm pretty much open for anything. Slinger knows.
Oh, rest assured, our wonderful prince dies the final death tonight.
Okay, but we got like 2 minutes at least before they start coming for us, so we need to move.
Yes.
Let them
River doesn't
come.
actually have
We
a watcher.
should
Just
find a
guessing.
better spot.
You see you start to see Landon's eyes turn black, and you start to see whiffs of like shadow, almost kind of like emanating from his white suit, and he says, "Let him come."
Oh, as a reminder, you can have as many arms as you want, but each action you take that is separate with those arms splits your die pool. That's how the rules work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't actually matter how many arms per se. All right, so You guys are just out front of a 44-story abandoned skyscraper right now. If your thought is to get undercover, it's the closest option.
I'm just like, smarter people. Is that a place to hide? Well, not hide, but regroup.
Yeah.
Quickly, we got like a minute 30. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
A building directly next to your now stripped RV. We should probably find one maybe a block or two away from it, I think.
Okay,
But also, I guess we don't have much time, so maybe it'll do for now.
Yeah. I mean, can the Sombra teleport people? I heard you could do that. Can you teleport us?
That's beyond my pay grade. Fortunately, I'm more focused on getting into places rather than getting people out.
Yes, it is no surprise the Lasombra's forms of magic are bland.
Are there any parking garages nearby?
Yeah, there's definitely a couple of parking garages. There's one attached to that building because it was the largest. When St. Louis wasn't suffering a real estate doom cycle, it was one of the largest employers in the city of St. Louis. But downtown has been getting emptier and emptier for the last several years.
I will start sauntering toward
we
it.
need to.
Slinger kind of, does this there. He kind of. I think we should go in there. I think we should make our last stand there.
I don't know if it'll be our last stand.
Slinger,
certainly our first.
Slinger, you're smarter than me. You know what, Slinger? You're smarter than me. You've got me through some ridiculous situations. So let's do this. I'm ready to back you up there. Let's go.
Wherever the corpses fall.
All right. So which
I've always been
direction
able to
are you
point
guys
in
going?
the direction of where to punch, and it's always worked out.
AT&T building, parking garage, some other building. Go hide in the alleys or whatever.
I think we're going to the parking garage. Parking garage.
Parking garage. All right. So you head into the nearest parking garage. You can hear literal hounds baying in the distance as the hunt is called. But far off to the west, you hear a loud and lonely howl, which is joined by a number of other howls, perhaps in response to the baying of the hounds. That does not sound like dogs, and it doesn't sound like upset gangrel either. But it's a good distance to the west. So when you make it into the parking garage, obviously you enter it at ground level. Where are you going from there?
Top floor?
Up would be best.
Or do you guys want to stay down here? Top would be best. Funnel then.
Not the very top, at least one floor below it.
The closer to the center we can find ourselves, the more room we will have to fall back if we need to regroup.
Okay, so I'd say second floor. That way we have a little bit of room of movement in case we need to.
It's a 5-story parking garage, so if you're going for the center, it'd be third floor.
Third floor, that works.
While we're doing that, I want to activate my Eyes of the Beast.
Do it.
Sure.
Yeah. Just smoky red wisps that flow out from both the corner of their eyes and also from the, at this point, invisible slits from their forehead and cheeks.
Yeah. River turns to Slinger. I'm like, Slinger, did you manage to bring your guns, or are we going fisticuffs for this?
Absolutely has his guns.
Slinger opens up his vest, showing his two guns. I got Betsy and Veronica right here, but I also got these two babies right here.
All right, let's do this.
That's so much.
And then this is his element, honestly.
Yeah, we've done this before. Well, not to this extent, but we've done similar things.
You've
Many a
named
time.
them.
He's got them insured too. They're really good guns.
The best money can buy.
Wonderful.
Okay. I would like to also activate my heightened senses and my eyes of the beast, just so I can like see people coming from a decent distance.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, and I'm trying to also hear because Nosferatu I know are sneaky and invisible, and I can't see them, but I might be able to hear them depending on what their power set is. Sometimes they sneak up on me.
The problem with that is to catch a Nosferatu, you need unseen senses.
Oh yeah,
Heightened senses doesn't work
Nope.
because
Yeah,
they're
River
not
doesn't know that.
they're not being silent. They're not being invisible. They're telling your brain, don't
We don't
look
exist.
Yes, I know that. River doesn't know that.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Valid.
clarifying for the audience at home.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, River
All right,
doesn't know
there
that.
is
River
no
thinks they're
rouse on
invisible.
heightened senses. Pretty
River's
certain
eyes
there's no
turn
rouse on
blue.
eyes of, huh?
River's eyes turn blue when they activate the eyes of the beast.
Nice.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
So, like, blue wolf style eyes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Are there any?
All right. And Eyes of the Beast is also free, so.
Yeah.
Are there any? As I'm not gonna go out of my way, but if I see any like person, like a mortal, in here, are there any in here? Is my main question.
I would assume that there are at least a couple of late night people moving around. Downtown St. Louis is pretty dead nowadays because of the emptying out factor. It's not quite as bad as Detroit, but boy, is it bad. And of course, there's the security guard. So there's at least 2 or 3 mortals available.
Are there any that are on the first or second floor that we pass?
Yes, there is a very tired looking young blonde woman moving toward her car, probably after a very long shift, working in retail in one of the few stores remaining downtown.
All right, I'm letting everybody know right now. I'm leaning into the ruthlessness side of La Sombra, so be ready for this. I'm gonna walk up to her and mesmerize submerge directive, and I'm gonna say, if you see, and then I'll describe one of the hounds that I saw that they were sitting after us. One of the the sheriff's deputies or whatever.
Yeah, one
And-
of the actual
Yeah.
of the actual enforcers that Slinger used to be.
Yeah, and I'll say, if you see this person, I'll say, wait here, and if you see this person, slam your car into them. Thank you.
Nice. All right. So, your time has run out. You know they're headed your direction, but before they can get to you, you definitely can make it to that 3rd floor. A whole lot of people, it seems, it's very likely that a lot of people, not knowing necessarily how to track or how to find you, are going to go further out because they expect you to be trying to escape. You also know that he would have told all the kindred of the city, so people further out may have just set up and wait. But there are at least a few kindred who would realize, who'd be able to track or would realize,
We're
this
all
is a good
fighters, and
spot.
that we're not. None of us is gonna actually run.
But as you move on to the 3rd floor, you hear a voice out of nowhere very quietly say, "Oh, boys,
River just gives you a weird look, like,
you're
look at
pretty
me.
lucky. I'm sure most of them are going to go running by. But unfortunately, it means that there's two of the sheriff's hounds who should be able to follow where you are. And one of them is a gangrel like you, River. And the other one's a Toreador. Heightened senses is good for tracking whether you're an animal or not. This is the voice of a Nosferatu anarch of the city named, get this, Terabithia.
I love that movie. And the book.
Almost no one ever sees her because she's very self-conscious, but she is willing to help almost anyone out as long as they're not friends with the prince. So, y'all should get ready.
Even
I'm
me?
sure those two will be in here soon with their goons.
Thank you for the advice. Let's see here. So there's two with goons. Got it. Goon.
What do you want?
Anyone smarter than me want to strategize? Because I'm just gonna hit something.
I'm gonna Landon will turn to River and say 1 second, and then we'll turn back to the voice. Because I imagine we can't see this person yet.
Correct.
And I will say, what do you want? As far as I understand, your plan doesn't give out information for free. So what do you want from this?
I don't like him, and I want bad things to happen to him. He doesn't like you, and he wants bad things to happen to you. Therefore, I'm on Team You.
Well, then you're in luck.
And this won't cost me anything, so it doesn't have to cost you anything.
Technically, we don't know who you are, nor can we see you, so we can't really identify you.
Hey, Jack,
That's
I have a
correct, sweetie.
question.
All right.
Considering Alphonse's diablerie was really only half a kept secret at best anyway,
Yep.
would there have ever been any interactions between them, either directly or indirectly, before?
It's possible that they've talked. You, again, would not have ever seen her,
No, sure.
but you certainly would have talked in the past.
Wonderful. Okay.
All right. So
Alphonse, darling.
Slinger kind of sneers.
No, go ahead.
Because anarchs don't really like him. So he's a little, weirded out.
easy slinger. I know.
Here's the hounds of the prince. I don't trust them. I really don't. I feel like this is a trap, guys.
You don't have to
I do, but
trust
we're gonna
me.
have to fight
Kinda
at some point.
Looking around uneasily.
Hey, Slinger, look at me. She doesn't like them. So she likes us.
Slinger looks
because-
at her.
Yeah. She doesn't like them. She likes us right now. And she's gonna try to screw them over. So
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
yes.
All right.
No,
But if
honey.
you try
The enemy
anything,
of my enemy is
I look
still
around
my
because I
enemy, but right
clearly
at the
can't
moment
see.
isn't actively trying to kill me.
Do not make the mistake of thinking that Terabithia has your or my best interests in mind. For now, at least, our goal and their goal are aligned, and so we will make it work. And as soon as it is not, the odds are we won't hear from her again. Yes?
All right.
River just does a thumbs up. We gotta get ready because they're gonna come and they're gonna come swinging. If I know a gangrel is gonna come in ripping things apart.
If I may make a
I can live
suggestion,
with that, or rather, unlive with that.
I don't believe that they think that we would stay together at the beginning. At least for right now. We have that element of surprise. So I say 3 of us hide while one stands.
Oh,
And we all jump out on him.
then please
Sound like a
allow
good plan?
me to be the bait.
Sounds like a
All
good
right, in
plan.
that
Being
case,
an
I will
exit
need.
enforcer,
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
yeah, being an exit enforcer, would I have maybe a bit of an idea of how they would come at us? Perhaps.
The two that she mentioned, the Gangrel and the Toreador is probably going to come at you having run up the side of the building because she's fast. And you and she both used to do the jumping from building to building Batmaning together. The Gangrel will be coming up from below
Yeah.
with a slew of Gould henchmen.
So I'd say that I would not be one of the people that are hiding. I would be probably waiting on the side of the building, maybe not outside the building, but kind of waiting on within the ledge. Kind of holding on, waiting, using my grip.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. I dig that.
River is going to take the suggestion to hide and wait for a time to strike. Keeping an eye on Slinger because Slinger's the one they know. So if Slinger needs backup, River's there to back them up.
Okay. So those that are sneaking, give me Dex plus Stealth.
Will my infiltration bonus come in this? Probably not.
No, it should.
Okay. Let's see here. Look at my sheet.
In the-
I'm just gonna be hiding in the darkest corner that I can find, or
And
behind the bar, whichever comes.
And wrapping some shadow around yourself to make it better.
You know.
While they're doing that, Alphonse is humming the opening theme to Cheers and shrugging off the fur coat to sort of hang it on a bit of rebar nearby, just to keep it clean, and then is going to take a few very pointed steps away from it into an open area. And I would like to activate my or use my feral weapons to create elongated, like, serpent-like fangs. And can I do more than one? I forget how it works. It's been a while.
It doesn't matter how many you do because they have the same effect in the fight.
Right. These elongated fangs, and then each of their fingers grow into these like bone shard dagger ends.
River does similarly because they have feral weapons as well. Their feral weapons are basically really large wolf claws.
Mhm.
Like on a wolf, like if you saw these on a wolf, it would be like ridiculous because they're just that big.
Very good.
So I got 6 successes in a messy critical though.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a messy critical on the hiding, huh?
Yeah, fun thing to get a
hiding.
messy critical. Yeah. Also 6
All right,
successes.
well, messy criticals, as I'm sure you're aware, in Vampire do 2 major things. One, almost all the time, they ruin what you were trying to do. And number 2, unless you specifically were trying to kill something. And 2, they almost always damage something. So as you were hunkering down to wrap the shadows around yourself, your inherent anger at being treated as less than a Ventrue by the prince manifests itself in a momentary swirling tornado of arms that sprout from your body and destroy the cars you are hunkered next to and the side, one of the pillars holding up that part of the parking garage. It's not collapsing yet, but it's definitely drawn attention to your location, which was beyond and behind Alphonse. So
I regret nothing.
why would you? River, what was
I
your
don't even
total?
think Landon notices
6?
it.
Very good.
And I passed my rouse check on my claws.
himself.
Very good. Yeah, what was your rouse check?
Oh, I was waiting for everyone to resolve their roll before I did it, but I can do it now.
Yeah, go ahead and do your rouse check because that's all you needed to do. And
Yep,
then we
I
got
got
6 on the
7.
stealth. So cool. All right.
Oh, that also reminds me. I forgot to rouse check for my.
Is there anything I have to roll?
You're not activating anything yet, unless, well, I mean, you could be activating some of your for the scene powers.
I mean, my
So,
yeah. I have the
Potence
uncanny
doesn't need
grip.
to be
I think
activated.
that's the only thing I'm really using.
Yeah, uncanny grip, but you also might want to activate weaving, so that for the whole scene you get your celerity as defense.
Okay, yeah. I'll do that.
I'm also going to activate toughness.
Very smart. All right, so they don't notice River. They don't even notice where, or at least the gangrel coming in doesn't notice River and doesn't notice where, Slinger is hanging, because mostly people don't think to look up and outside of their normal areas unless they have that ability themselves.
Lovely.
On the other hand, your location is very evident to the Toreador, Slinger at least, and she may notice where River is, but she's not paying that any attention. So the Toreador will be leaping from the top of a nearby building directly at Slinger where he's hanging on the wall. As the gangrel comes up from below, doesn't know where River is, but can very clearly see where both Alphonse and Landon are. But Alphonse is right in the front. So the gangrel will be the gangrel, I don't know if you know who this person is, but they look a lot like from the Misfits. Oh my God, my brain just. People wanted him to play Wolverine.
Oh, damn.
Tom Hardy.
Huh?
Tom
No,
Hardy?
no. From the band The Misfits, a lot longer ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You got me mixed up. I'll think of the show The Misfits, which Tom Hardy was not in either. But.
No, Glenn Danzig.
Danzig. Okay.
Yeah, this guy looks like an even furrier, just as short Glenn Danzig with big old cat's claws on the end of his hands as he's charging up, followed by his 6 gangbanger friends. All with
I know this gangrel at all? I'm a gangrel.
You know him? Yes. But he's a bootlicking stooge, so you're probably not friends.
Makes sense.
On the other hand, he worked along with Slinger before, but he's also an asshole. So
yeah, I imagine like we only tolerate each other because we're both gangrel, and now that's gone.
He only tolerated you because he wasn't allowed to kill you. It was really that simple.
Fair enough.
As far as you can tell, he hates everybody.
Oh, cool.
All right, so he is charging forward, and he's going to attempt to attack Alphonse. The gangbangers, 3 of them will get around, trying to get around behind Alphonse to help him, and 3 of them will be rushing past to engage with Landon. Before we start rolling anything in Vampire, you all determine what you're trying to do for the round, because there's no such thing as initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens at once.
As they approach, standing there in the middle of this darkened space, have my head sort of lowered, and as it sort of rises to look at the one coming straight at me, I'm going to use vicissitude because I need to make some quick changes.
Fair enough. All right, so you're
I think that's a full. I think that's the only action I can take for this.
okay. So you'll be doing that rather than taking a defensive action against his attack.
Correct.
Very good. Then you'll make your vicissitude roll, and I'll make my his attack unimpaired.
Yeah.
All right, Slinger, what are you doing?
You said that no one notices me at the moment.
No, I said none of the. I said the guy and his goons, the guy and his ghouls in the parking garage do not notice you. The woman who you've worked with before totally noticed you and is going straight for you, having jumped off the side of another building to get at where you are instead of even coming into the parking garage.
Okay, so they're in mid-air at the moment. Can I leap at
they
them
will be jumping
to meet them?
You absolutely
In
can.
the air?
You're going to jump to them and try to fight them brawling.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Forget
then
prowess.
you're going to. Yep. Then you will be using strength plus brawl, and as Slay said, don't forget to add your prowess to the damage, not the attack roll, if you succeed. All right, Landon, what are you doing? X.
Sorry, I blanked out there. I was like, yeah, Landon, go for it. Oh, that's me.
That's you.
That's a whole mood though.
Never happened. Never happened to me. Oh wait, that's
Yeah.
Who are any of us in the first place anyway?
You
I mean,
know?
really, when you think about it.
Truly, we're all just stardust floating. You know, but anyway.
No. Corpse ash. Go ahead.
Oh, fair enough. So again, who? There's one person that's near Alphonse. Correct?
There is the gangrel actually approaching Alphonse with 3 gang members, Gould gang members, moving around behind Alphonse. The other 3 gang members are running very swiftly toward you. So you have 3 gang members incoming.
Oh, lovely. Then I'm going to rush out towards them and punch, someone. Whoever's first in line. Whoever I get to first, they're getting dicked.
All right.
But a fun thing will happen is I'm going to touch of oblivion when I do punch them.
Yes.
All right. Then let's see. Touch of oblivion. What's the die pool for touch of oblivion?
Strength and brawl.
Right?
If the it's strength and brawl if
I think
someone's trying to
strength, yeah.
avoid.
Strength.
Yeah.
All right.
But it is.
So you'll make your strength brawl,
and
and they will make their right. You do your rouse check, and they will do their strength and brawl.
Question also.
Yes.
Have a special team brawl
so-
against kindred. Are these kindred at all?
They are not. They are ghouls.
Lovely.
And
Right.
they count as a single die pool rather than being separate because they're just ghouls.
Lovely.
And I am going to so the gangrel that's going for Alphonse, he doesn't see me. So I am going to basically impale him with my claws.
All right. So you're doing a sneak attack, so you'll do your strength brawl, etc., but you will do it unopposed because he doesn't see it coming. All right. So what we will do first, we will start with the 3 ghouls versus Landon.
I did a willpower reroll. I got
You got 5 successes. Very good.
5 successes.
They got 5 successes. You hit one of them for a point of damage, but they together hit you for a point of damage. As you hit one of them and smack them, do you have lethal? Do you have lethal
Nope.
strength?
I do. I
Oblivion.
don't have a lethal body, but I do have. I am using the touch of oblivion, which
Right.
will uh, give the whoever's hit by it, if it goes off, 2 levels of aggravated damage as well as a crippling injury.
All right. So your fist glows black for a moment as you punch through the face of one of them, but the other 2 of them are pounding on you hard enough that it actually does hurt, and you take a level of lethal damage because they also have it's not lethal. It's a level of superficial that you're not having because they have lethal strength.
Oh, lovely. So I'll take how much damage you say?
1 level.
1 level of aggravated?
No. It's
Okay.
just it's superficial. It's if they were humans and had just gotten 1 point, you wouldn't have taken any.
Ah, gotcha.
Because you have it
That's what
before,
you mean.
right?
Yeah.
All right, so they mob him. He punches through one of their head, and the head turns to dust because of the touch of oblivion, and that one falls over dead. 2 more are pounding on him. Ah! All right, now we're going to move outside to the place where Slinger has leapt from the building to meet the Toreador in midair. All right, these are both strength brawl, or would be if she did not have a specific ability changing it to dexterity. All right, so you're rolling your strength brawl.
Oh, you want me to roll it now? I thought I already had.
What?
He already rolled.
I saw Slay. Where's
He scroll up a little bit.
okay?
He's there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 4. All right, cool. She got 6. So you're going to take 2 levels of lethal damage as you leap massively and you bring your fist around to strike her. She somehow squirms in midair and slides to come up under your chin with a spiked boot. And then as you pass each other from that strike, she lands in the 3rd level of the parking garage, and you land on the opposite roof.
So she just yeeted me real good.
No, because you guys went past each other. She just kicked you on the way.
Okay.
You leapt to
so we
meet
just
her.
basically like
Yeah, you
Yeah,
struck
we-
midway like samurai.
we came in.
Yeah. And she got
Okay.
you up under the chin with the spiked boot and then landed in the parking garage. All right. Alphonse, you're standing there wide open as bait.
Yes. Might I request
Yes.
that I resolve my vicissitude before the attack?
You should do that, yes, because
I might be able to grab some armor. So I will roll that. That is 5 successes.
Is anyone else having a fantastic time? Because this is so much fun.
I hope so. All right, so what are you doing with your vicissitude?
Okay, so for my vicissitude, I have 5 successes, so I can make 4 changes because my protein is 4. I am going to move one of my stamina into dexterity. I am going to gain 4 points of armor. And I am going to move... I'm going to move another one of my stamina up into dexterity as well. So I will have 4 dexterity for now. Because it's...
Okay.
I spent 2 on 4 points of armor, and then dex and stamina. And because I only have 4 protein, I can't use the 5th one.
And since that was happening at the exact same time, you won't get another action this round.
Yep, I'm aware.
Very good.
But as they're coming at me, there's just that moment where that smile comes back, just the full-faced smile, and it's almost like my body seems to lithen out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the bone spurs that are my fingers get a bit longer and more defined as the mass shifts.
All right. He just got 7 successes to hit you.
Hate that so much.
Yeah, no. He got 7 successes to hit you. And you just reduced your stamina by 2, I believe.
Yeah, I did.
Which reduces your health levels by 2.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so he got 7.
It's so sad.
So that's definitely a hit, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And then he does, he has a base of 4 damage because of claws plus potence.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 11 points of damage. And it is not halved, but you do take 4 off of it.
7.
Leaving 7.
That's still plenty. Yeah, that'll do it.
You're dead?
No, he's not dead. Because Gangrel Claws no longer do aggravated damage.
Correct.
Which means he is not even in torpor yet.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, is he hurt.
Yep.
All at once, just rock. But this poor sod also has a gangrel coming for their exposed back. So
I rolled 6 successes, plus 2 for my claws, if that matters.
okay. All right. It does. And this particular gangrel was relying on hitting people before they hit him and is not, in fact, heavy fortitude.
Sorry, Bestie.
So although 1 point of damage was eaten by their toughness, that left 7. And their stamina was 3, giving them 6 health levels.
Uh-huh.
Which means they're 1 into aggravated.
Uh-huh. So River, so as he comes down, this person's a he, right?
Yes.
As he comes down on Alphonse, River just comes up behind him and sticks her claws right in the kidneys.
Yeah, as of right now, because your tracker is full, Alphonse, you are impaired. You lose 2 die from all relevant dice pools.
Sounds good.
Does he lose 2 dice from all relevant dice pools?
Oh, yes, absolutely, because he is also impaired.
I'm having a great time here.
Plus, he's actually taking an aggravated damage. So, all right, cool. So, yeah, that drops his attack pool down to 8. Some of which came from his brutal thugs beating on you and trying to hold you still anyway. All right, so you just got claws stuck through you and you're badly hurt, and then it's a daisy chain effect as he goes into you, and then River goes into him.
That smile never goes away the entire time.
And I'll just whisper to him, "Let's dance, buddy."
And I think that is actually our round, so we will go back up to the top. You still have 3 ghouls surrounding you, and at this very moment, we're going to assume his claws are still in you. You're not in a grapple, that's just for visual where he's starting.
Sure.
River, again, not in a grapple, but your claws are in him. Landon, you got 2 ghouls beating on you, and the other one's lying on the ground headless. Slinger, you're on the opposite building, well within leaping distance for you. But you know that, and she has just landed on the level of the parking garage, same level where you were. So determine what you're going
Is
to
she
do.
facing me? Is she paying attention to me at the moment? Or is she has her back?
She is not looking at you, but you know that her senses are such that it doesn't matter which direction she's looking.
Okay.
She specializes in speed and accuracy and using her senses to tell where everything is.
So is there anything rather large that I can throw at her? Like
There's
my
an air
plan is I want
conditioning
to
unit.
toss something. I want to toss something at her, and then I want to leap back across, so that she has to either dodge or try to meet me. You know, I kind of want to even the playing field.
So
So
basically, you want to throw that and then jump, using the jump to get over there, but not attack her.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I just
cool.
want to kind of.
Then, all right. Hang on 1 second.
I'm going for the head. Like I'm kind of ticked off. I just got a stiletto, literally in the chin.
All right, go ahead and roll Dex plus firearms. There's not really a throwing skill anymore.
All
You're
right.
good at that.
Dex plus firearms 3 plus 7, 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4. Okay.
As basically you are yanking up and throwing a air conditioning unit.
Yeah, I'm kind of just ticked off.
She will be using just dexterity and athletics as she is trying to move further into the parking garage. So she is not attacking you.
Is she coming for me by any chance? Because I got my claws in
You
her.
don't have any way of telling. All
Fair
right.
enough.
So that's what's happening there. You currently have your claws in this gangrel. What are you planning to do next?
River's got prey in their hands. They're gonna rip the prey apart and just they got an opponent. Their opponent's gonna either kill them or die. Or
All right. So the gangrel you're fighting is going to turn and face you, hoping that his thugs will manage to keep Alphonse busy. Alphonse, 3 thugs will attempt to keep you busy. It's probably not the smartest thing they've ever done, but there you go.
So my
Landon,
strength plus
yes. Landon, you are merely facing 2 ghouls still. It is up to you what you are doing, but they're going to attempt to continue to pummel you and keep you busy.
You're muted.
Muted.
Apologies. I'm going to try to grab onto one of them, and use them as a shield from the other one.
Very good. That remains strength brawl. Very good.
Lovely.
All right, Alphonse, what are you doing?
Lamenting these poor goons.
Right.
Well, since they're coming towards me, and the problem seems to have a new problem, I'm going to turn with a moment of frustration as I look down and see the obvious damage to my suit. Not that I would ever wear it again. You never wear a suit twice. But
Sure, but they damaged something that belonged to you.
it's incredibly rude.
It's rude. Right.
And
They also damaged your flesh, which technically belongs to you.
oh, it very much belongs to me. I worked very hard to get it all.
Love it. Yeah. Get it all. That's a phrase.
So, again...
You didn't think that was all Alphonse's original flesh, did you?
You know what? I'm a fool to have believed so, yes.
Alphonse was much smaller when they were alive.
Oh, yes. So, all of the bone spur fingers sort of come together as Alphonse pulls himself up and he begins making his way towards the goons. And I'm gonna spend the turn showing them why they often refer to Alphonse as the Nightmare of St. Louis.
So it will be the biting and the clawing.
It will be the biting and the clawing.
The clawing.
Yes.
Excellent.
They,
All right,
you
so
said they're
obviously-
ghouls, right? They're not kindred.
Correct.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Because I also have a specialty in brawling kindred.
Well, you know,
I'm glad we have
you're
the
not
same
the only
mind.
one. There's at least 3 of you who do. Four. All 4 of you have a kindred specialty in brawl.
Technically, mine is supernatural in general.
Valid.
That's too broad.
Oh, that's the okay. Kindred. I'll switch it to kindred.
Yeah, that's too broad.
Okay, cool.
You can't really
Kindred.
learn how to fight everything supernatural as a specialty.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No one's
Well,
ever called me on it before, so I'll just
There's too
change it on
many
my
things.
sheet.
They're my dinner,
Change it
so I
on my
have
sheet.
to know how to make sure it goes well.
All right, so, cool. So yeah, like I said, she's doing Dex Athletics. So I'm resolving what the Toreador is doing first. She is, by the way, wearing literally like a cat burglar suit, which does not, it isn't like Catwoman. It's not super sexy. It is skin tight, but it's also got, doodads and equipment and stuff. It's not
It's functional, not
right. It's not skin tight latex or leather.
yeah.
All right, what did you get on your attack roll, Shriek?
I got 4 successes.
All right. She got 5. She dodges out of the way of it. The
PC unit.
air conditioning unit slams into another one of those pillars.
Oh boy.
So now there's a pillar on either side of the parking garage that have been destroyed already. But she is running deeper into the parking garage, so she'll be joining the melee in the center next round. All right. Slay. River versus Grunge, which is the name of this particular gangrel. Nature in Tooth and Claw, and I believe you already rolled yours, correct?
Yes, I did. I got 8 with the crit plus my 2 from my claws.
Very good. Well, he's only got 8 to use. But he is also not as an action doing a rouse in order to heal some. Which was unfortunate for him, as it did in fact raise his hunger. He got 3, so your 5 successes over. Plus the 2 from your claws is 7. He takes 1 off for his armor, and then he falls at your feet in torpor because you had 6 remaining damage and he had 5 remaining health levels.
And there's a reason that when they call a gangrel, they call me. I'm just saying. When they want a gangrel, they call me. There's a
All
reason.
right. Grabbing someone and using him as a shield. Grab a guy, hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. All right. Make that attack, please.
Yeah,
or
I
unless
got
you already
6
have.
successes on it.
All right. Well, they only have 6 dice to roll, so probably not going to do as well. Just a guess.
We love to hear that.
Yeah, they get a 1. So
Oh,
you
lovely.
grabbed one and moved him in the way to block the other one, and that other one has taken. You had how many successes?
6.
Yeah. So you, by using one to block the other one, you caused the one you blocked with to take 5 levels of damage from the other one, and he goes unconscious because he doesn't get to go into axe before he goes unconscious.
Lovely. I love how this works out.
All right, Alphonse.
Yeah.
It is slicing and dicing times.
I do need to make sure to leave at least one of them alive in case I need a snack at the end of this.
It's fair.
That is 6 successes. I'm tempted to re-roll my failures, but I'm going to keep it.
Okay. So you got 5 more than they did.
And I get +2 from my feral weapon.
Correct. So you do 7 levels of damage to one of them this round, and it is functionally a mulch.
Oh, good. Yeah,
The slashing, and the biting, and the clawing, and the
there is very little recognizable left of them, and then that full-faced grin looks over at the other two. He goes, "Don't worry, I need one of you."
Well, they just saw their boss get destroyed, so we shall see what happens here in a moment. All right.
Don't run.
That's the top of the round again, I believe. So we're going to go out to, I believe you were jumping right after you threw the AC unit, right? So now you are on the parking structure again, on the 3rd floor, chasing her into the center.
So yeah,
What would you like to do?
I'm ready for round 2.
Okay.
So I'm ready to fight her again.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to try to maybe grapple her. It seems that I can grapple, and I also have kindred as a specialty.
Yep, either one of those would apply. You cannot use more than one specialty, unfortunately.
Okay. How does that work? How many die do you add when you
you just add 1 die for the specialty.
Okay, so would that be a strength plus brawl, I suppose?
Correct. Strength plus brawl plus the 1.
So 6 plus 4, 10. Okay.
What she is going to try to do, as you are basically diving tackle kind of grapple to cross the space. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. What she's going to do is turn and kind of throw herself backward while yanking out 2 guns and blazing away.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that.
I did really good.
Cool
Oh
time.
my gosh, that roll.
That was a really good roll.
Get it.
Okay. So yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, well, this is probably does not bode well for her. This
Good
bodes like a
time,
thing that is not great
That's
for her.
a really good. Oh gosh.
Yup.
I think that's the highest
I've
you can
never
set
seen
the
a roll that
difficulty
good.
yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's like a max difficulty roll.
Like, she got close, okay? She got 8 successes
Still
and a
not
critical.
Yeah, that
But he
is
gets
surprisingly
2
close. Yeah.
So you now have a successful grapple on her as you
Excellent.
manage, because you have rapid reflexes, you manage to avoid the bullets on your way in and grab hold of her. So you are now in a grapple with her. She still has her guns, but she may have difficulty using them in a grapple. We shall see. But you guys go skidding along the ground, and now you're sitting at
I'm holding her.
Yeah, you have her grappled, and you are at River's feet. That will be at the end of
When I
this
say
round.
River,
all of this
have at
that
her.
will be at the end of this round because this all happens in the same round. So, River, having put the 1 guy into torpor, there are. Landon has 2 ghouls that he's fighting, one of whom he has used to block the other one, and that ghoul is looking very poorly. Alphonse has basically mulched one of the 3 ghouls he's facing, but there are still 2 more ghouls, and they are, in fact, yanking out machetes.
Well, since they decided to bring the machetes, I'm just gonna take out because Slinger's not at my feet yet, right?
Slinger's not at your feet yet. They are in the process of sliding there.
So when I see the ghouls draw a machete, I'm just gonna be like, "You really should run." All
right. Go ahead and roll it. One of them, by the way, You can tell by their body language. One of them was pulling back to swing at Alphonse. The other one was getting ready to run. It's just they yanked out the machete to get it out of the way. Is that the one you're grabbing to top off with, Alphonse?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you go for your grab for the feeding, and they'll just be using Dex Athletics to try to escape.
Hang on
whereas
one moment, actually. I'm so sorry. They're just ghouls, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to eat them. No, they just have to die. I'll have to wait. I have to wait for a better meal.
5 plus 2 for my class.
Okay. All right. You are dead even. Because it also got 5. And that means you take one superficial that is not rounded down, and he takes one superficial. So you managed to nick him, and he managed to nick you as you are both going head to head. And you're just going to kill yours, Alphonse?
Yeah,
as well?
I grab them and I bring them in close, and there's like a deep inhale. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I know. And then I'm just going to rip them apart.
He's using Dex Athletics to try to run away. Total failure.
Oh,
Wow.
So 0 successes. What have you got?
I have 4 successes.
What you have is a dead ghoul you just gutted from behind. Landon, you're holding the body of one motherfucker, and there's another motherfucker still trying to fight you.
So here's what I'm gonna lay out my plan here for this. I'm gonna hit this motherfucker with this other motherfucker. What I want to do is this ghoul that's still up is I want to beat him within an inch of his life. An inch. Not dead.
You're choosing to beat him unconscious but not kill him.
Within an inch of his life. Almost dead.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Mostly dead is still somewhat unalive.
There's a
fine.
specific reason why I try to do this too.
Yeah, what's your brawl?
My brawl is a 4 in brawl.
Good. That's high enough to have that level of control. I'll allow it.
Lovely. So strength and brawl here.
Mm-hmm. The other one will be trying to use strength and brawl to get at you as well.
Oh, 4 successes.
He gets 3 successes. You have 1 more success than him. You hit him with the other guy. The guy you're holding dies as you whack his head into the other guy, and he didn't have much health levels yet left. But you have only damaged the one standing up. He's not within an inch of his life yet. He's got a few more inches. He needs more hitting.
Lovely.
All right, so I think Alphonse is now out of ghouls.
There's one fighting me, but yeah.
Oh, right.
You've got
Alphonse is out of ghouls. You're fighting a ghoul. Landon's fighting a ghoul. And Slinger is sliding across the ground with a sexy Toreador in a catsuit. All right. Like you do. So that is the current situation as we move into the next round. Slinger, what do you want to do now that you have a hold of her and you have slid down in front of River, but River is fighting a ghoul?
So I have her grappled at the moment, and I kind of whisper in her ear. I said, "You got blood on my favorite suit. Blood for blood." And then I sink my teeth into her neck.
All
I'm
right.
thirsty.
Yep. Very good. That will be.
We always approve of diablerie. Let's go.
I
We're
mean,
already blood hunted, you know. Might as well.
Yeah,
Indulge.
indulge a
Right.
little bit. Hell yeah.
Get my blood for the blood, right?
Yeah.
all right. That will be a strength brawl still, but you will start with a +2 bonus because you're already in a grapple.
Excellent.
That's like 12 for you, I believe. 12 or 13.
So prowess lets me add my potency to strength.
To the
So that's
damage,
To the-
not
yeah.
to your strength.
Okay. Excellent. I'll say so. That's 12. Wow. I like.
I believe if you do like a feat of strength, like lifting up something, you can add.
Then it adds into that,
greatly
correct.
to that. But yeah, otherwise
But yeah.
it's just your unarmed damage.
All right, let's see what we get.
And she is trying Dex Athletics to get loose, and she can use her entire celerity for this purpose because of one of the higher levels.
Oh, that was a terrible roll. 4 successes.
You can
always-
reroll failures.
Yeah, you can
You
run
click
a
the reroll
willpower.
failures button. Use the willpower.
Reroll it, yeah.
Should I?
I mean,
Yeah, might as well. It's
up
only
to you,
one
man.
shot.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna reroll
Just take
failures.
She
That's
will
cool.
as well.
Ooh, willpower for willpower.
Oh, jeez.
You got 6, you got 5. She squirmed out of your grasp just because she's that fast and that agile.
Oh, jeez, eh?
Ooh.
All right. River, you are in melee with the ghoul. Bring this to a conclusion.
All right, I'm just gonna. Nothing fancy, just slash.
What's your successes?
All right, one moment.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right. So you are 2
Yeah.
successes over,
And I
4
have my
more
clock.
levels of damage. That is a dead ghoul. All
So
right.
you really
So
should
there are
have
no more ghouls in the center. There is one damaged ghoul over by Landon. Landon, what are you doing?
I'm beating him within an inch of his life.
Very
What's the
good.
point here?
Simple, yeah, effective.
You know? I want
It
him
works, it works.
almost dead. This is 4 successes there.
He
Inconsistent.
is already impaired, so he's going to be down to 4 dice. This won't end well for him. He's still got 3 successes, but combined with all the rest of it, you do in fact knock him down and unconscious, and then you can, you think he may be an inch and a quarter from his life, though.
And also a question, as I must clarify: would you, for the purposes of my feeding time, would you consider this person to be unhealthy or nearly dying?
Not like they are definitely unhealthy and nearly dying, but they're not like diseased.
Let's see. Would you say that fits a Grim Reaper? You think I could?
Oh
wheeze a
yes,
vial in
absolutely,
this?
because they are
Lovely.
close to death. As long
Lovely.
they don't have to be being close to death because of something you did fits Grim Reaper even better.
Lovely. I shall feed.
It just means you don't bite people nicely.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm gonna bite you, but I'm only gonna bite you once I put you on death's door, just so we're clear.
And then I'll push you through death's door, lock it behind you.
Yeah, and I drink.
All right.
it.
So
yeah.
she has gotten away from him. Alphonse,
Yeah.
you're the only one with an action left and no targets.
Well, I guess I have a target, don't I?
I guess you do.
There is a So assuming they have everything under control, Alphonse begins to sort of kneel down to inspect the mulch that's left, seemingly looking for something, and then they notice that one of the remaining targets gets up out of the grip of one of their newest friends. And we can't have that now, can we? So Alphonse is going to turn, still down on one knee, and then, in a very graceful, very deft set of movements, close the distance, and is going to attempt to grip the back of their skull and plant them face first into the closest wall.
I
All
like.
right.
Poetry.
She'll be using dexterity plus athletics simply to avoid this,
She can
as
certainly
she has
try.
realized she is horrifically outnumbered. This did not go as she had planned.
Use a willpower. Unfortunate. 5 successes.
She gets 5 successes and is, in this case, the defender and is using the power Blink. So she runs away so quickly that you miss her by just the barest of inches as she makes her celerity-fueled escape, knowing that she cannot hope to face you all. And those are the only kindred who were close by. It seems the other kindred in the blood hunt have fanned out much further. There are 2 ways to end a blood hunt. 1, escape the city. 2, as some of you have already said, kill the prince that issued the blood hunt. And if he's not hunting himself, then his mansion is less than 8 minutes away on foot at mortal speeds. And that is where we will take our break. 10, 15
Excellent.
minutes, we will come on back. 15 minutes, Lion?
Yep, 15 minutes.
In 15 minutes, we will come back and we will finish the game.
See you then.
Welcome back to Tales from the Table Studios, Mutual Aid streams for Drake Lionheart. Tonight, it is Blood Hunt St. Louis, a game of Vampire 5th Edition. Our intrepid, well, they're probably a coterie after this, but our intrepid group of blood-hunted condemned criminals has defeated the first wave of those sent to hunt them. Others have passed beyond them further into the city to prevent them from being able to escape. But our group has decided that they're going to go to the prince's mansion, only a few blocks away, and take out the trouble at the source. Yes.
Can I have finished up that gangrel who was in torpor? Because I don't want him coming up behind us.
Absolutely.
I just quick.
River
He's good.
dips down and slashes open the incapacitated gangrel, possibly removing their heart any number of ways, but that is an X gangrel. Much like an
You gonna eat that?
Anyway.
No, I'm good. You know, I don't really eat other kindred or people usually.
Just remember, if you're going to eat it, make sure you finish it.
No,
Don't waste
I'm
a good
good.
meal.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I will.
what do I do with mine?
One of you can have it if you want, but I'm pretty much fresh. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
So Sawyer just kind of eats it like an apple.
As you dart down through the parking garage down to the ground, and you dart from shadow to shadow, moving swiftly in such a way as to not attract any more attention than you have to, crossing 4 or 5 blocks very swiftly indeed. A skirmish here, a skirmish there, kindred and ghoul bodies left in your wake. You make your way through the entrance to the prince's mansion, the majority of his guards sent out to capture you, because of course they thought that you would run. Yes.
As we are on our way there, Alphonse is going to express a deep-seated interest in following through on his promise and eating all of the prince and leaving no crumbs before we arrive, just to make sure we're all on the same page.
If you want to consume the prince, that's fine with me, so long as I get to kill him.
Yes, I think
I mean-
that's
Quite a valuable meal, as the prince is a 7th generation Ventru.
I mean, I'm not really into that, but as long as the blood hunt ends, go for it.
Oh, I am so into that. And let me promise you that when it is done, you will never have to worry about another blood hunt again.
Just bump on it.
Alphonse takes the handkerchief out of their pocket and sort of wipes off the last remnants of blood from their hand and then goes, why not? And we'll just, at the wrong angle, just sort of like lightly tap because they have never done that before. And then we'll fold up the pot and put the pocket square away once more.
River's fighting gloves are kind of covered in blood a little bit because, claws. But
Oh, yeah. That's why
Not
they
much
wiped it off
way
the second
around
time.
that. As you make your way through, you kick open the front door and you smash through the last few remaining guards. There's carnage in the entryway into the ballroom where the prince, who, as you recall, looks like the Merovingian from The Matrix, stands waiting. His suit removed. He's wearing skin-tight leather pants, an old poet's blouse. And in his right hand, a long, broad, Italian-style rapier.
Ooh.
Well, I see you have enough guts for the glory. Come then, let us finish this.
Oh, please believe we're more interested in your guts than ours.
River, once he says go, River just. Do I have my claws again, or is this a new scene? I don't have my claws.
It would be a new scene, but
So
you
I'm
could have
gonna-
popped you would have popped your claws coming through
Cool. Do you
to
want to do a
take
rouse
out the
check for that?
guards. Nah, it's fine.
All right, cool.
I'm going to assume you guys fed a little bit on the way too, because you fought enough people to get some of them were people, so you were able to get some blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So are we at 2 hunger or 1 hunger?
You're still at 2.
Got it.
At the blood potency you're at, you can't actually get to below 2 hunger without feeding to somebody's death. Like you have to completely suck somebody dry.
Oh, okay.
Alphonse is going to look at the group and go, if you'd all be so kind as to cover me for a moment.
I can. How much cover do you want?
Oh, just keep him busy.
All right,
Slinger pulls out Betsy and Veronica.
Slinger,
I
let's
got
go.
you covered.
All right. And River, if no one else is charging, River's charging.
I like
River
it.
has
All right,
one
so
speed attack.
River's charging to attack. Slinger is about to unleash gunfire. And we know that Alphonse is doing something very vicissitudinal.
Alphonse is going to be using hard form, actually.
Oh, very nice. All right, what are you doing, Landon?
I'm
Awaken the
pulling
Zulo
out.
shape.
I'm pulling out the arms of Armon.
All right. So with the first two, with one charging and one shooting, the other two of you are taking a moment to get into your real fighting forms. Basically.
You know.
All right.
The simplicity of River is all they need is claws.
Very good. All right. When it comes to avoiding getting shot, the prince will be using Dex Athletics. When it comes to avoid getting clawed, he will be using Strength Melee, as he is going to meet you with the point of his sword.
And does his dice pool get reduced because he's being attacked by 2 different people?
It does not.
Ooh, fancy.
No.
I like this.
Correct.
This is cool.
All right, so as fast as you are, the bullets will in fact get there first. So, Slinger, make your attack rolls.
I'm guessing that's Dex firearms.
It is.
All right, so that's 7 total. All right.
You can reroll failures if you want. You still got the.
Do I now?
Yeah. You. How many willpower do you have?
I have. Where would that be?
It's the.
It would
It's
be
the.
underneath.
It should add up for your composure and your resolve. So whatever that
You've
is,
got a
round
total
up
of
to
4
whatever that-
willpower.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I didn't actually mark your number of willpower on your sheet. My apologies.
Oh, that's fine.
So, all right. So 4 willpower. You used 1. You have 3 left. You can use 1 to reroll if you want to.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should I re-roll?
Yes, we're
As
fighting
well.
the prince, but yeah, might as well.
Support.
We're either gonna die or kill him.
All right,
Mhm.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, go all in.
Not
here.
now, win.
no.
All right,
That was-
cool.
that
So you
was
got
worth
5
it.
successes. He got 7
Ooh.
as he pirouettes swiftly and skillfully. He is at least as fast as you. He pirouettes skillfully, putting him into a prime position to put a blade into River, perhaps. River, strength plus brawl, please.
Okay, can I blood surge my strength to get 2 extra dice?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll do that rouse check real quick.
All right. He is going to blood surge as well. His hunger is unchanged as he blood
Mine's also
surges.
unchanged.
All right. He is strength plus melee 9. 13.
Rerolling some dice using a willpower.
All right.
Okay.
He is rolling 14.
We're rolling 13.
I will also be re-rolling some dice.
Ooh.
Got 10 successes with a critical.
I got 9 plus 2 with my claws, if that matters.
Ton-
But I can
ton
keep
of
Clause does
combat.
not add to successes, it adds to damage after you make the successes.
Got it.
So he, as you're coming in on him, he slides that blade out deftly, super strong pierce right through your chest. He only has an advantage of 1,
Mhm.
but it is a critical. Of course, yours was a critical as well, I believe.
Let
No.
me check. No, it was not.
No, it was not. Okay.
No.
So that's going to add 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
The
Toughness.
sword plus his potence adds a total of 5.
Okay.
So 7. He does 9 levels of damage.
I reduce it by 2 with potence.
With toughness, you mean?
Toughness. Sorry, I got confused.
His potence ignores 2 levels of armor.
So I'm aggravated now. Just by 1. Just by 1. Only 1.
Yeah.
And he, again, pirouettes out of the way and you go sliding past. All right. Landon, your Arms of Ahriman.
Yep. I rolled my rouse check. I failed. I'm hungrier. I'm at 1 hunger again. And are they finished this round? Oh, it comes around to me.
They won't be finished this round. Is there a roll for Arms of Ahriman? Or just a rouse check?
Is rouse check, and then it takes 1 turn to activate it.
Right.
And then switch
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's an oblivion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why you just have to. Okay. So yeah, so you're rolling your wits plus oblivion, and it'll be up next round.
And the shadows are coming from like closer to the prince, like off
Rather
of
than
the,
from your
off of the
sides.
walls. Yeah.
I always used to love doing both of those, have them come out of nowhere and then have them sprout from the sides. Anyway.
Yeah.
River shouts, I can't take another hit like that.
All right, so Alphonse.
Yeah.
Awakening the Zulo shape, also known as taking horrid form.
Yes. I also do have a question before I do that.
Yes.
Knowing that we were coming here to spend some quality time with our dear beloved prince, could I have also sent out the call for my, for lack of a better term, favorite pieces of artwork?
Oh, indeed. And they will arrive next round, just as you fully enter your Zulo form.
That makes me feel very good. So, yes, my turn will be spent doing that. Alphonse, as all of this is going on, Alphonse has again found somewhere to hang up their fur and has proceeded to sort of undo the buttons on what is left of the suit jacket and will sort of shrug it off and go to hang it up and then sort of shrug and drop it to the floor. It's ruined anyway. And then is going to do the same, unbuttoning their shirt and just sort of dropping it. As they do, they begin to change. limbs sort of elongate, fingers grow longer and sharper as they do. The hair all just sort of falls out as their scalp sort of pulls itself back a little, and slits of eyes begin to open all around the head. The teeth begin to grow back out into the fangs, and the cheeks peel open a bit to reveal more fangs. And there is just this almost impossible growth of mass for a moment that then ripples and pushes to their back, where their shoulder blades sort of jut and begin to grow into these sort of fleshy, almost wings.
The artwork.
Sick.
All right.
And then there's a clicking and hissing sound coming from them.
Are you intending, Slinger, to continue to put rounds downrange? Are you intending to keep shooting?
Sorry, say that again.
Are you intending to keep shooting?
Oh yeah, I'm actually still unloading, and I'm kind of just walking, slowly, not too fast, not too slowly, and I'm just unloading as this is going on. Like, as River is fighting the prince, I'm just letting Betsy and Veronica belch out their bullets, blood splattered all over me.
As you begin to shoot, you realize now that there's something just tremendously daunting about him. You must make a resolve plus composure roll to attack him.
All of us or just him?
Okay.
Every single person who attacks him must make a resolve plus composure roll. He is using the discipline Daunt. It is part of presence.
I found my composure, but where would my... Oh, okay, I found my resolve. Okay, cool.
So you have 4 dice.
4 dice.
Oh, also, I'm sorry. Mechanically, I have maxed out my strength and my stamina and given myself 4 points of armor.
Legit.
You said, what are we rolling again?
Resolve plus composure in order to be able to attack him at all.
Totally.
He isn't going for majesty because you're going to be in a fight. He's accepting that. He's just making it harder for you to actually do anything.
Okay. That doesn't include the hunger dice, right?
No.
Okay. I'm rolling.
Not in this case.
I got a crit and a 9. Nice. I got
So your total?
5.
Yeah. You can totally shoot bullets at him. River, what do you got going
on? For my composure, I'm gonna, before you tell me if this works or not, I am going to re-roll my failures. So give me a sec.
Very good.
And didn't do anything for me. 4 successes.
You are able to attack this round.
All right, I'm going.
Landon. I'm getting the Daunt handled first. Landon.
Lovely. If I'm also gonna re-roll some failures here for this. 3 successes.
That is sufficient. You may attack this round.
Thank you.
And in this round, now that your Vosht have arrived and your Zulu form is taken, make your resolve composure.
Oh, for sure. Can I spend a blood surge for this? I forget if I can.
You can use a blood surge.
I would like to
You
use a
can't
blood
spend
surge
one.
here. You're right. I would like to use a blood surge here. Yeah.
You may.
So I get plus 3 dice on that because I have a BP of 3.
Correct.
Because you're a blood leech.
Because I am. I can't get enough of it. It's delicious. It's a whole different
Just
level.
can't get enough. Just can't get
Be
enough.
like that sometimes.
That's 7. That is 3 successes. Yeah.
That is sufficient. You may take hostile action. All right. Bullets again, very fast. Faster than Kindred. He's not dodging the bullets, even though he's super fast. He's dodging you. But the bullets will still get there first. So let's resolve that. Once again, he is trying to avoid being hit by you with Dex Athletics.
Got this. Not the prince. The prince doesn't have this. We got this. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah, it's all us.
understand the potential miscommunication.
All right. He got 4 successes.
I got 3.
All right. Then once again, pirouetting out of the way of the oncoming bullets. I'm assuming that River is going to stay in melee, yes?
Oh yeah, River's like either I die or I win.
Remember that you're already 2 dice down.
Yes. Quick question.
Yes.
My blood surge, does that only last for 1 round or for the entire day?
Yes.
Only 1 round. So I'm at 9 dice.
1 round.
Got it.
Yep.
Instead, I'm at 9 dice. All right. I'm gonna.
He is absolutely blood surging.
Yeah, I'll blood surge too. Why not? Let's go.
His hunger is once again unchanged. And this time, he is not, in fact, trying to stab you. This is an older Italian rapier. He knows that you're already 1 into aggravated. He is going for a beheading shot.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
All right, what have you got?
1 sec. Sorry. My
Sorry,
hunger is
before
unchanged.
that-
by the way.
Yeah, before that. He's going to re-roll before I know what you get.
All right.
Re-rolling failures. He didn't get any additional successes.
I'm going to roll. I'm going to re-roll failures.
Got
He beat me
1
by
more,
1. He
which
beat me by
leaves him
1.
up by 1, which gives him 5 from that. That is
I think he kills me.
Yep, he just swept your head from your shoulders with a just sideways shrug. Are you sure you want?
River!
Head goes flying off to the side, and your body slumps in front of him, down on its knees before sliding sideways and hitting the marble floor.
Them's the dice, folks.
You do be like that.
River exists in alternate universes. It's fine.
Don't worry. Once we're done, we'll pour one out for her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
River
one
was
of
made
what?
to die. For real.
Welcome, Raiders.
All right, so
Come on, guys.
Landon.
Guys.
as River was going forward, almost got a claw in the prince. It was so close. Her head's lopped off, hits the floor at the same time. What are your tendrils doing? I'm assuming it's your tendrils.
Yep, I'm gonna blood surge here, increase my wits here. Let me roll that rouse check. Ooh, I get hungry. It's okay. I'm at hunger too. It's fine. And I'm going to try to restrain him
So
with
you're
my
going for-
tendrils.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
going for the tenderly grapple. Very good.
Yep. So
He
I'm
is
gonna be
attempting.
rolling.
All he can do is choose to attempt to dodge that. He cannot take additional combat actions. And this is basically just the same dodge from before, just applied in multiple directions.
I got a dice pool of 7 here.
Counting surging? Okay.
6 successes.
Really?
Yeah,
Because he only got 5, sir.
Oh wow.
lovely.
Get it.
Let's go.
Restrain.
So yes,
Restrain.
You've now got a tendril holding onto each arm.
And I will look at him, not directly in the eyes, because I know what that does. But I'll look at like his forehead, and I'll say, "You killed my sire. Prepare to die."
All right.
Um,
Your favorite band is back together. Alphonse, Zulo, and the Vosht.
Yes. Just these two massive balls of fleshy human pieces that half drag and half skitter their way through the open doors. And obviously they don't look particularly out of place with me and my beautiful lung wings.
Yep.
And I am going to immediately dart for our wonderful prince along with my friend.
Cool. What is the total of strength plus potence that you are applying with those? Arms of Ahriman?
My strength is a 4, my potence is a 2.
Very good.
Okay.
Determining exactly how much of a penalty he's at for trying to avoid getting hit.
And I'm also going to blood surge for my attack. So that will be 13.
Surge.
Yes. No, 14. I'm sorry. I get specialty kindred for brawl.
Oh.
So I get 14 dice.
And that specialty is why I didn't have 8 dice. I had 9.
Specialties are the business.
Yeah. Sad thing is, we never got to use River's pack tactics. That's really sad.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to reroll my failure.
So close.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I believe in you.
Well, that's still 8 successes.
All right. Counting everything because of the minuses of being held still, he has a die pool of 4
I
to
like
avoid
that.
this attack.
Oh, so he's on the ropes.
You beat him by 6. Here's what happens. 5 points of damage gets reflected to your limb
Ooh, he's doing that.
because of his combination of toughness and shatter.
I knew it.
And then the rest of the damage is negated by Flesh of Marble. The first attack that gets through every round is negated by Flesh of Marble.
That's just rude.
This is why
Nasty,
Ventru are
nasty.
princes.
Ventru are nasty.
Ventru are hard to
I
kill.
hate fortitude. I love fortitude, but also hate it. Yes.
Well, yeah.
It's true. I love it when I have it. Hate it when other people do.
If River had one more point of fortitude, they would have survived with 1 hit point left.
It's true. They would have.
Yeah.
And that would have been the pack tactics moment.
Yeah.
Because then they would have been grappled and everybody's teamed up to. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I was going for with my arms. That's
Had to
what I was
get
trying to
off
do.
it.
Set up there.
What are your Vosts doing?
They are also going to be trying to throw themselves, scratching, clawing, biting, dragging.
Well, they get to do that, and he can't use Flesh of Marble again. He still has toughness, but he can't use
Okay.
Flesh of Marble.
So they have a 12 for brawl.
Nice. Roll it.
Oh.
His defense is still only 4.
So do you want me to roll both of them?
Yes, please.
Sure. So the first one got 6 successes.
He got 2. They are 4 successes over.
And the second one got 8 successes. I would like to preface this with specifically they are going to not, if it is enough to kill the prince, they are not going to kill the prince because I have a deal and I am not going to go back on that.
Cool. You got 4 successes over on the first Vosht and 7 successes over on the second Vosht.
Mhm.
What are their damage totals?
I am checking. Non-halved +4 damage modifier. I am not.
You said +4 damage?
It looks like, yeah, +4 damage.
Okay, so that's 8 on the first one.
Yeah.
And 11 on the second one.
Yep.
So the first one
Nasty.
It
And
takes
it's non-halved.
Right.
Yeah.
First one, he takes 3 points of damage past his toughness. It takes 5 points of non-half damage back to its limb. So whatever it hit him with is pretty much destroyed, but it's still got some health levels, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The second one, so it did 3 points of damage. The second one did 11 minus 5, so it's 6 over. It will also take 5 back to itself. 6 plus 3. You've done 9 levels of damage, and he is not dead
Wonderful.
because toughness.
How much damage
And-
did the first one take, you said?
Nasty.
It took 5.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
Toughness and toughness. It's a great. People sleep on that, but
Huh?
Especially with the level 4 shatter. It's nasty.
yeah, it's
Whatever
nasty.
toughness blocks, it does back to the person who tried to hit him.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
I will say though, as they do the damage, you kind of see him grin wider and wider, and his muscles seem to swell
Ooh.
from the damage.
Oh, he's that.
And Alphonse goes, "Oh, I'm going to be able to do so much with that." Except it comes out as a series of clicks and hisses because
All right, so we are
They
in the
can't
next
speak.
round. He is 9 health levels down, but still functional.
Nasty work. Nasty
Mhm.
work here.
nasty jazz.
I cheers you all from the afterlife. If there is an afterlife for Kindred.
Look, you bought
Not
them
unfortunately.
enough time to get to him,
Yeah.
if nothing else.
Rivers,
All right.
Rivers. That's
Rivers the
Sacrifice
MVP.
was not in vain.
Yeah.
All right,
100%.
so there's a good chance you're going to have a much better chance of hitting him with bullets now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue blasting away.
Soon we started blasting.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he only has 4 dice to resist with. So roll your blasting.
Blasting away. Here we go. Wow, I'm re-rolling that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ah.
Wow. He somehow managed to squirm out of the way while being held.
Wow.
That was insane.
Big nasty.
He fast.
All right.
Gracious.
There are 3 things in melee with him right now. A Vosge, 2 Vosge, and a Zulo. And there is 1 La Sombra holding him down from way over there. He smiles real wide and pulls.
Mm.
Because he has the power from pain ability and has 9 levels of damage,
Oh
he
no.
adds up to his surge plus 6 to his ability, which means he adds 9 to his strength.
Mm.
His strength by itself at the moment is 13.
Mm.
His brawl to break free gives him a 16. And it is all part of the same action, which is breaking free while stabbing the Zulo form in front of him. So he has 13 dice to break free, and if he does it, his melee is 2 higher. If he breaks free of you, he will be putting 15 dice on the attack at the Zulo.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't love that.
I'm
Don't love that.
probably. I'm gonna blood surge again for my wits. Hello. Yeah, this is who we are. I get hungry. This is wonderful. No, everything's fine. Don't worry. I'm only at 3 hunger. We're
No
great.
big deal. No big deal.
That will
Rouse
give
chest
me-
says river or 0. I was good. We're fine. I was good.
Ooh. All right, 7 dice to roll, everybody.
You can do that.
It is possible to beat this, just barely because of criticals.
Yeah, you got this.
I believe in the heart of the dice. Ah! I'm
You can
re-rolling.
You can
I'm
re-roll.
re-rolling.
Right?
I still have like 2 more willpowers. I'm doing it. Oh no!
Oh, no.
He breaks free.
Well,
Yeah.
Now he has a 15 die sword attack. Have just
Yeah.
burst loose of the arms of Aruman like they were nothing.
Mhm.
Crunch! Massive sword attack, for which he surges.
He's the
Ooh,
prince.
nasty. This is nasty work.
His hunger did go up.
Okay.
If he lives through this, he's going to eat all of you.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
But he gets 19 dice.
I don't like that.
He
I'm
is
glad
currently
I'm
at
already-
9 successes.
That's a lot of successes.
This is not.
And I'm assuming you were, going strength brawl to try to damage him as much as possible as well.
Yep, that is what I'm doing.
Yep.
Can I also blood surge?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. So that will take me, and I have my specialty, so that will take me to 10, 11, 14 dice.
That's a
Not
lot of
bad.
dice.
Not
That's
quite
not
as
bad.
many, but we're gonna try.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That is 12 successes.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
It's a critical.
Ah.
Yes, that is also a critical success. Let's
My
go.
heads. My
Very
head.
nice.
All
right. So I'm going to do you a solid.
Yeah.
One of the Vost hit him first.
Ooh.
Love it.
Okay? Because otherwise, that's a waste of a beautiful roll.
Fair.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. We love you.
Yes, thank you so much. That is very
Wonderful
kind of
Also,
you.
you
Okay.
saw what
Very,
happened
very
last
kind.
time, and that split-second timing is something you can take advantage of, totally.
Awesome.
So your two bows pound into him. They do almost nothing, but they get his attention. Throws him off just enough as he's slashing around to try to sweep your head from your shoulders. And man, with 9 successes, boy, did he come close. But stuck. What's your total damage, sir?
Boy. So that is, let's see, I have +2.
He's actually at 10 damage right now from the because he took 1 from the second Vost.
Right. Okay, so, and how many over did I hit?
4.
3.
3.
You had 9
3
successes.
over.
You had 12.
I can't draw.
6. So that would be
And
6.
you get a +2 from a crit, I believe.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, so that would be 8.
Uh-huh. And your base damage is 2?
Yes.
Or, all right, so 10 levels of damage?
It is, in fact.
All right, so your hand takes 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He negates 5. He had 4 left.
Can I put him in a position to ensure that my ally will be unimpeded in taking the final blow?
Because the damage, if I recall correctly, from the higher levels of vicissitude and the Vost, that is aggravated.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So, yes. So he is dropping into torpor, and now you are set up to take that final blow.
Is he are his eyes open?
Yes. He can totally see and hear you. He is not yet in torpor. He is incapacitated and fading into torpor.
I'm going to walk up to my arms go away because I imagine I put them away when he got out, no longer needed. And I'll walk up over to him and I'll take a knee over him and I'll say, I seem to recall that you gave my sire no mercy when you killed him. So I shall show you what utter despair looks like, and in your last moments, you'll see nothing but blackness. And I activate Stygian Shroud.
You see him just before the darkness pops. You'll still see him afterward, but everyone sees him smile very slightly. That look on somebody's face of someone who knows something you don't.
Oh.
All right, so Stygian Shroud, what are you doing after that?
For thematic, you let me know if I can do this. Nothing, because no sound or anything is heard or seen in Stygian Shroud except for those with the Oblivion powers. The sort of cloud, it comes from his mouth, like he unhinges and you see shadow pour out over onto the prince, and it stays there for like probably about a minute, then disappears, and the prince is let's just say he's open for business. His rib cage is open, uh, and I just leave him there for. You said you were gonna consume him, correct?
So you have struck the killing blow, but in the moments of dying, you have the chance to capture the soul before it escapes.
So, as this happens and the ribcage opens, with both hands still on the prince, one of Alphonse's hands sort of twitches a bit, and flesh sort of pulls away as a second arm sort of juts out from the elbow and is going to reach into the ribcage to grasp at the prince's heart. And then the entirety of Alphonse's face opens to teeth and then closes around the prince's head and neck. And I am going to drink every single bit.
All right.
Of his
I need you to make 5 strength plus resolve tests.
Sure.
Because there are mechanics to Diablerie.
Yep. Can I blood surge on one of these?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
With your current bull strength, right?
Yep.
No, Zulu strength.
The Zulu strength. Yeah.
Yeah, the form he has, that strength, it's real strength. So yes, it counts.
Yup. That
Diablerie is a
9
time.
dice. Do. Nope. There it is. Boop. So that's 1. It's 5 successes.
5 successes, you need 3 successes. You've got 4 more.
Wonderful.
Come on.
And you might as well surge every time.
Oh,
because they're all separate turns, and you're going to refill completely after drinking him.
Right, silly me. So that's 12 dice. Boop. Oh, nope. It helps if I type that number right. There we go.
It might.
That is 7 successes.
That's enough for that. 3 more tries.
Come on.
That is 7 successes again.
2 more tries.
Come on.
Got 5 blood potency.
Yep.
Gosh.
It's relatively low for a. He could have as much as a blood potency 7 as 7th generation.
So that's 3, but I will reroll.
Yep.
But that's
right, because I have to beat it, right? It's not meat.
3 is the amount you need.
Oh, okay. Cool.
3 is good. 3 is good. You see one more.
Wonderful.
I believe you.
Bam. That is 4 successes on the last one.
All right, good. You immediately lose a point of humanity.
Yeah, I don't need those anyway. We are down to 4.
All right. Now, you add your humanity and your blood potency and roll those versus his resolve and blood potency.
Okay, and I'm going to surge on this?
You can absolutely do that.
That'll be 10 dice.
So he's rolling 9 dice. Normally, he will be counted as surging on all of them.
Okay, we got this.
So this is your first one of blood potency plus humanity. What have you got? Actually, it's you. Yep. Okay.
It's a messy critical.
That's actually a
Nice.
good outcome here.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
He
something
only
you want
got
to see there.
6 successes, which means he did not manage to take over your body
Yeah, that's good. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
You know?
because every success that he beat you by would have taken away one of your humanity. If it became 0, he would have just gotten up as you with his powers and yours.
I love that.
He would have eaten the rest of us.
Cool.
Nasty
But
times, yeah.
the character that you are playing right now
Yeah.
got 8 total successes and may immediately spend 40 experience on blood potency and disciplines known by the victim.
Hmm.
And you lower your generation by 1.
Well, we love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now we are 8th generation. Fancy us.
Yep. And they'll be able to see the black veins in your aura for about 2 years.
Oh, there will be more before those fade. Don't worry, we're
I'm
not
sure.
done. This is only the beginning.
So, that is the end of René Auguste Chouteau, born in Nolens in 1750, came to become Prince of St. Louis because he was one of the founders. Embraced by the same fellow who embraced Loudon, Prince of Chicago.
Ooh.
Not only dead, but
That
dead
was
by
awesome.
diablerie. And now, you have claim to the princedom of St. Louis. You just have to be strong enough to hold it.
Oh, good. Because we are going to make some changes around here. After finishing feeding, Alphonse does sort of end the horror form and return to that much less imposing but still unsettling humanoid self. How are we looking?
3 out of 4 of us survived, so I say our mission was a success, in my opinion.
We're
How
peachy
old was
keen.
River?
River actually just had a very powerful desire. River was not very old. River was had been a vampire for about 5 years. River just had a very
So
powerful
there's still
desire.
a corpse on the ground.
Yeah, River is not very old. River is about 30 years old total.
Yeah. So there's still a corpse on the ground, barely decomposed.
Yeah, with the missing head.
Oh, the head's there too. It's just over
Yeah,
on the other side of the room.
and there is a.
She's beside herself.
Yeah, she is. And
Literally.
so Slinger would know that River always keeps a letter in their pocket, and it's for Slinger or any of their comrades who's with them at a time to send to their ex-boyfriend Langston, who's ex-boyfriend Langston whenever if they ever die. So Slinger knows that.
You're gonna take care of that, Slinger?
Yeah, so
Or are you gonna
Slinger's
be?
go over.
Are you going to be evil like Landon and Alphonse and pull out the letter and then set it on fire?
Hey, look,
I would never.
I totally was just thinking about just throwing River's body into the fire over there. But, you know, if Slinger gets there first, I'm not going to stop him.
There is a fire in the fireplace.
To Slinger, a body is just an envelope, right? So what you want to do with the body afterwards, I get the letter. I'm just gonna deliver the letter, you know.
I
All
have
right.
a question.
Yep.
Actually. So I will, very obviously, in this case, Slade, defer to you. Would you be comfortable with or opposed to, and totally fine either way, with Alphonse repurposing Rose for the sake of keeping their legacy going?
River.
Sorry, yes, I
Huh.
apologize. River.
Let me think. It's an interesting question. I've never been posed this question. This is true. This is truly one of the first things few new things I've been asked in my life.
You know, it is very rare that someone asks if they can use your corpse for necromancy.
Yeah.
Function.
I'm gonna
Different
I'm gonna
kind
say-
than
Art.
I'm gonna say River's a fighter. River wants to keep fighting forever if they can. So if you can make keep River fighting in any way, River would be down for it.
Oh, most certainly. I think that can be arranged.
Yeah.
raw material for the flesh.
The Nixie.
And River was a fairly strong.
On life.
River was a fairly strong gangrel. So
At some point, you're going to. She was. It's true. At some point, I'm going to need to show you. You're going to get to experience how I play a Tzimisce as a villain.
I'll gladly run
Point
that
is-
session. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our evening has been good. I've enjoyed this evening. I hope the four of you have as well. I hope that our viewers have enjoyed this evening. But all good things, bad things, blood hunts, diableries, it all must come to an end. And we are rapidly approaching ours. Therefore, it is time for us to do our outros. Our denouement, as it were. And we will begin with Shriek. Tell us, who are you and where can people find you? What projects are you involved in?
Oh, I'm on Discord. I'm not really on any other social medias. I'm just trying to basically get on any game I can, experience new games. Yeah,
Sweet.
I'm always open for new things. You guys showed me this new game. I really had a great time. Thank you
Excellent.
for that.
Very good. Yeah, I run games professionally, so go check out my Discord at some point, and there's plenty of things going on over there. Anyway, that's not relevant right now. Slay.
hi, I'm Slay. I've been River, and you can find me on Twitter at Sons of Warvan, Sons_Warvan. I'm over on I'm playing Star Trek Adventures over on the Rune and Relic channel every Saturday at 6 p.m. on Easter time. We're off these next 2 Saturdays, but we'll be on after that.
Very good. Y'all go take a look at that. X.
Hello, everybody. That's me. I'm XDL. You can find me on socials at Extrill the King. I also run games professionally, so you can also, click my link tree on my profiles, whatever, and check that out. I'm gonna start playing.
One of which is Vampire, by the way. You can get this fine person to run Vampire for you, and you should do that.
And you absolutely should.
Vampire is the first game I ever learned how to GM for or storytell for, and
Nice.
it's been that consistently. I mostly run it. This is one of the few times I get to play it, and I enjoy playing it so much. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming to this and helping out Lion and stuff, and please continue to come watch and give what you can. Much appreciated.
All right. I am Jack Kellum, Jack the Giant Killer, Jack Gogsbane, etc., etc. But you can find me nearly anywhere on the internets at Of Gods and Game Masters, which is my company. I have a website, ofgodsandgamemasters.com. It has all my links to all my socials and everything else. I am Of Gods and Game Masters and Jack Kellum over on Start Playing. I have many games open. If you like how I run games, I got some vampire games, I got some hunter games, I got some other stuff going on. If you got the cash. But if you do have the cash, you should go ahead and donate here first, because Drake's in trouble and we need to help him out. Speaking of Drake, it is your turn to talk, mister, and take us home.
Hey, Hey, y'all. It's Drake Lionheart. Most people call me Lion. I use they, he pronouns, and I am the creative director and founder for Tales from the Table Studios. And tonight I have had the absolute pleasure of playing Alphonse Wolf with all of you and having a wonderful time, absolutely decimating this wonderful prince of ours, and hopefully taking the first step to forging a new Constantinople. For those of you who know, you know. With that said, you can find me everywhere online at the Lion Knight 42 and at TFTT Studios, except for here, where it is Tales from the Table Studios. I am also a game designer. I currently have a Kids on Bikes module out in the wild called One Night at Ollie's. It is inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's, and I have been told it's a wonderful time. I enjoy running it. You should pick it up, and you should run it, and you should tell me if you enjoy running it. I also have a one-page, two-player TTRPG called Poison Rationality, Closing the Goddamn Door. Takes all the best parts of an intense emotional interaction with someone you care about, and then lets you look back on it a little bit later and sort of figure out what it meant and where it led you, and if you're happy with where it did. It's all great times. You'll be able to see me next. Well, you won't see me actually, because I'll be behind the scenes, but you'll be able to see stuff happening here again on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. when we have When the End Comes, run by the wonderful Tenzin. It's going to be great. We've got a good cast for that. It's a wonderful game with a wonderful tale slinger. It's going to be a good time. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of this wonderful game. Thank you to our great tale slinger. Thank you to our players. Thank you to our chat for just being absolutely wonderful, and we really, really appreciate that. I was just informed, and I was wrong. We're not going to be here, actually, on Thursday. Thank you, Banana, for poking me with that, because I was wrong. We're actually going to be over on Ballad of the Seven Dice on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. EST, for When the End Comes. And then we'll be back here Friday, 8 p.m., where you'll see Xtel again and me again for a wonderful game of Werewolf as we keep it in the World of Darkness family. It's going to be a great time.
I thought I was in that too.
Are you?
You
Did I just not realize that? Am I, you know what? My brain is soup tonight. My brain is soup tonight. But yeah, you'll see Jack.
Yeah, no,
too.
we're flip flopping.
There you go. Yeah, it's going to be a great time.
Roar.
So that's all the stuff. If you're interested, you can find me on my socials or here or wherever else. You can hire me to write for your game. You can hire me to run games for you. It's a wonderful time. Do whatever you got to do. I am happy to do more than sing and dance for the money that I need to keep myself and my family from being homeless at the end of the month.
Is the Saturday game on this channel as well?
The Saturday game, I believe, is not. The Saturday game is going to be over on Violet Femme 75. Wonderful tale singer Kristen's going to be running that one and hosting that one. But we'll have more information.
That one has a wizard.
Facts. We'll be back with more stuff. We've got the whole month. Thank you all so much to everyone who supported us in any way, be it being in our games, running the games for us, hanging out in chat, sharing the information elsewhere, donating. It all matters. It all makes a difference. And it means the world to me to see so many people willing to provide support and care. And give me the opportunity to really give back and platform more people, because really that's all I ever want to do. So with that said, I guess it's time again. I get emotional when I do this every time now because I went so long without doing it. But remember, take care of yourself. Drink enough water, eat enough food, do the things you gotta do to keep yourself happy, healthy, and ready to go. Love yourself. And always remember to tell your tales. See you soon.
Always tell your tales. Ta-dum.